Hello and welcome to Duel of the Spellslingers. My name is Nemesis, and today I'm going to be bringing you commentary for the match between Cammmm and Machicolations. This is a rematch of the championship from tournament number 3. And so in the first round of tournament number 4, they get matched up against one another. Luck of the draw, Quinn83 and jokes to tell me, so I'll trust them on that. So to start things off, this is a tournament where all creatures must be 5 cost or less. All cards must be 5 cost or less. So Match is playing with Vraska, and Cammmm is bringing us a Domri deck. To start things off, Match is going to play a Vraska's Grub. It's a 2/1 creature. And then Cammmm, on his second turn, is going to play a Baby Mammoth. Cammmm wasn't able to do anything with just 1 mana in the first turn. Match is going to attack with that Vraska's Grub, and then Match is going to bring out a Baby Mammoth of her own to mirror the board on both sides with Baby Mammoths. Domri, of course, wants to get a lot of creatures into play, so activating that Worm's Wake, which will come out the next turn at the very end of Match's turn and not have Summoning Sickness. Match is going to attack with both creatures on the board. Camm's going to take 4 to the face, not wanting to block because that doubles the finales of Match's creature with that Vraska deck. And then Match is going to play Soul of the Wood. And then Camm's Worm's Wake comes into play. Cammmm is going to attack with the 5/5. And Match, playing with Vraska, again wants those creatures to die on her own turn. So Match is not going to block. Is going to pass and let the worm through for 5 damage to the face. Both players are tied at 19 here. And then Cammmm is going to play that General Eldamari. So a nice card, which Match knows is a pretty heavy threat. So turn to stone. So that becomes a 2/2 statue that Match now controls. Match attacks with everything, and Cammmm is going to block with that 5/5 creature, so taking 3 damage, and then Match heals for 6 because it is Match's turn. And then I'm not sure if Cammmm is going to block either the Grub or the Baby Mammoth and decides to let both through, so takes 4 to the face. So Match now has opened up a 10 life lead here, sitting at 25, while Cammmm has 15. Cammmm is going to play the Goblin Field Rusher, which comes in with a Raging Goblin beside it. So a 2/2 and a 2/1, and then is going to attack with everything. And the statue is going to block the 5/2, and then the 2/1 Vraska's Grub is going to block the Goblin, and the Mammoth is going to block the other Goblin. And so Cammmm swings through for 2 to the face with that Baby Mammoth, and then plays a Warboar for free. Again, Domri getting the ability to activate early on with the ability to play that free creature. Match is going to play Baby Mammoth, followed by Infectious Scorpion, I think, and Merchant of Death is the 1/1 that gives card draw. Again, remembering card names is the hardest part for me, but the Rampaging Boar is played by Cammmm. That's the 5/4 creature with Summoning Sickness right now, but that boosts the other boar in hand. Match is going to block with the 3/2 Scorpion, and then the 4/3 Warboar is swinging through, and Match is going to take 4 to the face and not block that. And then Cammmm plays a 2-hit Wonder, which is a great blocker for any of those 1 power or 1 life creatures, because it can knock down that health automatically. Match is going to attack with all 3 creatures, and not surprisingly, the 2-hit Wonder blocks the Scorpion, but that does cause it to activate the finale on Match's turn and gives Match 2 Fatal Infections. That Baby Mammoth goes away as well, and that goes and causes 2 Mama Mammoths to be in the top 4 cards of Match's deck. And then Match is going to play the Gluttonous Goo here, which pumps up to a 7/7 creature. And then Match is going to play Fatal Infection, one of the 2 that just went into their hand. They're going to play that on that Rampaging Boar that Cammmm has on the table. Camm's land activates here, so it's a Deep Forest Arena. That is going to cause the next creature that Cammmm plays to be boosted +2/+2 and have ward. And then Cammmm, it looks like, just debating what to swing through here. Domri and Vraska bringing a little bit of a different approach. Domri focused on getting a lot of creatures out. Vraska instead on getting those finale creatures. And then Cammmm is going to play the 7/7 Mama Mammoth after swinging through for 4 life. And that Mama Mammoth gets boost to a 9/9 and has ward. Oh, if I had just drawn that turn to stone, I would love to use that on that Mama Mammoth. But of course, it has ward, so Match is not so lucky, unable to use that. So Match is going to play a Mama Mammoth of their own, but it's a 7/7. And then a Soul of the Wood comes into play as well. And then attacking with that 7/7 Goo, which that Mama Mammoth, the 9/9, is going to block. So the 9/9 becomes a 9/2. Cammmm, again, wanting to get creatures out. 4 more creatures have been played since the last turn. And that Rampaging Boar makes 5. And so I believe that's going to activate the War Boar for 0 cost. So Cammmm will have the option of playing that War Boar for free. And then has a few more options to get some creatures out into play here. Cammmm looks like he's deciding what to play here before he attacks. He has a couple of options for 3-cost creatures, a Soul of the Wood, or this Soul of the Wood or the Elite Forest Guard. Looks like he's still debating a little bit what he wants to attack with here. And so it looks like he's just going to attack with that War Boar, the 5/2. And in Match's shoes here, looking at this, I'd probably block with the... I guess that's a good play. Gives Match 3 life. I was going to suggest potentially blocking with that Mammoth, but either way works. And then Cammmm is going to play the War Boar and a Rampaging Boar as well. And then the Elite Forest Guard. And Cammmm is going to put a Nuzzle into play. Being that we haven't seen any flyers from Match at this point in time, Cammmm decides not to go with the Plummet, which can take down a flyer at a later point. Match is going to attack with that 7/7 with Trample. So is going to get at least some of Camm's life here. And then is also attacking with that other 1/1, which is a potential card draw. So if that gets blocked, then Match would have the opportunity to draw 2 cards. Always nice to have card draw at any point in a game, but especially a little later in a game like this. Cammmm definitely has board position with a lot of creatures in play. Cammmm decides to block with the 2-hit Wonder, and so that takes 3 life from the that Mammoth. And then Cammmm decides to let the 1 through as well. And then Match is going to play Turn to Stone and get rid of that Rampaging Boar. And then the Fatal Infection. Looks like Match decided to throw that down on the 9/2 Mammoth just to make sure that that goes away at the end of Camm's next turn here. Cammmm decides to use the Nuzzle to fully heal that Mammoth. Interesting choice, because it is going to die at the end of the turn, whether it has 9 full health or not. But I guess there was nothing else to heal at this point in the game. Match is going to block the War Boar, so blocks 5 with the 1 and gets the card draw from that. And then that statue is going to block the 3/2 creature and kill it. And then the swings through for 5 damage to the face. So Machicolations sitting with 8 life, Cammmm with 9. And then Cammmm is going to play a Predator Ooze and Soul of the Wood. So yeah, has some creature ability here. Match is going to attack with that Mammoth, and the Boar is going to block it. So they both die, but it does swing through for 4, bringing Cammmm down to 5 life. And then Match brings out another Mammoth and a Daggerclaw Lord, and because a creature died, it also brings out a Daggerclaw Imp. So things are looking good at this point for Match, as long as she can hold on. Cammmm is going to play... Oh, sorry, he's going to attack. So Cammmm attacking with both that Soul of the Wood, and then that Predator Ooze, which gets pumped up each time it attacks. So it swings through for 3. Match knowing that if it gets blocked, it just creates another one. Cammmm plays another one, so another 2/2 Predator Ooze comes into play, another War Boar, and the Forest Patrol brings out 2 1/1 creatures. So Cammmm has pretty good board position here, but Match has a 7/7 attacking, or 7/4 attacking, and swinging through with Trample for 3 damage to the face, and then 3 more overhead with that Dagger Claw Imp. And then Machicolations is going to play a Gorm the Great and another Mammoth. So still has that Trample ability, and Gorm the Great also has Trample. Camm's Deep Forest Arena is going to activate, but he draws a Gruul Club, so not much to play at this point. Cammmm is going to attack with everything, and really hoping to just have, I can't see Match not blocking at this point in the game. Oh no, so Match's phone, it looks like, has shut down the game on us at this point. So we know that Cammmm was attacking and had a 3/3 and a 4/4 Predator Ooze coming through, so swinging through for 7, and then 2 forest creatures, 2 1/1 Forest Patrol guys, the 2 little elves that we're going to swing through, so potential of 9. Machicolations sitting with 5 health here, so we're going to hope that the game is going to load up. Just looking at the time, that was about a 40-second delay here, and Match is able to block that 4/4 and blocks the 1/1 with Gorm. Tries to block, it looks like, with that Dagger Claw, and takes 4 life, so nearly dies on that turn, it looks like, just because of that shutdown. And then we have a couple other really quick unknown errors on Match's side, so causing a little bit of havoc to the game here. But Match manages to survive with 1 life, barely hanging on, and then is going to swing through with everything. And that is going to be the game. Attacking with Trample, the 6 and the 7 Trample creatures, as well as the 3 overhead, is enough to do it. So Machicolations takes round 1. And again, this is a best of 3. The last time these two played, it was in the championship of tournament number 3, and that was a best of 5. And it took all 5 games to finally decide on a champion. And Cammmm ended up being our champion, and he was the one who decided on the rules for this tournament. And so we're still in round 1. This is creatures that cost 1 to 5. Round 2 is going to be a little bit different with higher cost creatures. And in game number 2 here, round 2, we have Camm's perspective. So we're going to see how Cammmm plays that Domri. I love what you guys have done, Tortuga, Antler, the editing team, to make it so that we can see both players' hands. That is fantastic. Cammmm is going to start us off with Channeler of Might, and because he has a 5-cost creature, it does channel Might. Match counters with a Vraska's Grub, but Cammmm has a 3/3. So Cammmm is going to swing through for 3 to the face of Match. And then Cammmm with 2 mana doesn't have anything available to play. So the turn swings over to Machicolations, who's going to play a Recycle Grotesque. So that kills that Grub and creates 2 fragile mana gems, which Match is going to use right now and play a Baby Mammoth. So now that Recycle Grotesque and then the Baby Mammoth come into play. So a 6/6 and a 2/2. Cammmm is going to swing with this 3/3 Channeler of Might. And then it looks like Camm's considering activating the Worm's Wake for 3 health. Or there's a Gruul Club that I don't think I'd recommend playing at this point in the game. Or a Predator Ooze is the other option. And it looks like Cammmm decides not to swing through and decides to play the Predator Ooze and let Match attack. So Match is going to attack with both creatures. Of course, Vraska wanting creatures with Finale to die on her turn. And so Camm's going to let the 2/2 Mammoth swing through, but is going to block the the Grotesque, not allowing 6 health to the face, 6 hits to the face. Match plays Soul of the Wood. Cammmm, taking a look once again, we have 4 mana available. So Cammmm is going to attack with that Predator Ooze, obviously, so that's going to pump up +1/+1 and become a 3/3. Match is going to block that because it will kill the Predator Ooze. So blocking it with that Soul of the Wood, and Match gains 3 life, bringing Match up to 26. Cammmm sitting at 23 life, and then that Predator Ooze regenerates. And then Cammmm, a couple of different options here. Could play the Rampaging Boar, one of those worms, a 5/5 worm that would activate it the next turn, or a Gruul Club along with a Mysterious Cocoon. So a few different options here, as Cammmm has 4 mana available. Cammmm, it looks like, is going to play the Mysterious Cocoon, I think. No, drew it back to the hand. Now is going to play the Mysterious Cocoon, and then going to use a Grudge Match. Oh, so the Grudge Match is going to take care of the Baby Mammoth. And so only 1 Finale is activated, so Match gets 1 Mama Mammoth added to the top 4 cards in the deck there. And then Cammmm passes a turn with 1 mana available. Match is going to attack with that 6/3. Camm's going to block with the 1/1 Cocoon. And then, oh, interesting, Match is going to recycle the Grotesque with another Grotesque, so it becomes a 6/6 again. Cammmm is going to attack with that Predator Ooze, and it looks like Cammmm got a creature from that that Cocoon, so he actually got a Watch Wolf? Yes, a Watch Wolf in hand. And so that Watch Wolf is there, and then Cammmm is going to attack with that Predator Ooze. Oh, and the Predator Ooze died and then gets resummoned, and so the land went off for Cammmm, and so that Predator Ooze becomes a 4/4 with Ward. And then Cammmm is also going to play a Rampaging Boar, and then the War Boar activates because Cammmm has played enough creatures, so he's able to throw that War Boar out, a 4/3. Match is going to attack with that recycle creature, the 6/2 at this point, and Cammmm is going to block that, and then Match is going to play a Shadow Operative. It comes out with Sneak as a 7/4, but Cammmm potentially swinging through for 10 health here. So Cammmm sitting with 5 mana available. Looks like he's debating a little bit what to play, but I believe is going to attack with both of his creatures here. And we'll see if Match decides to keep that 7/4 for the ability to attack. No, it looks like Match is going to block that 5/4 Boar, is going to let the Worms Wake through, and it looks like Match does have an answer to that, or sorry, the Predator Ooze, and Match does have an answer. And then Cammmm is going to activate the Worms Wake, and the Watch Wolf comes into play, and then Machicolations does play the Turn to Stone, and a Mysterious Cocoon. And the turn goes back over to Cammmm, whose Worms Wake comes into play as a 5/5 creature, and that 3/4 Wolf is also in play. And then Camm's land activates again, so the next creature Cammmm plays is going to become a +2/+2, and it looks like, I suspect for me, the obvious choice would be that Angler Worm. That's going to be pretty if it gets boosted, the +2/+2, and has Ward. Camm's going to swing through with both creatures. Both creatures survive, and then both are blocked though, and then Cammmm does get that Angler Worm out, and so that comes out as a 7/8 with Ward, so that is pretty. And then Cammmm, having played another 5 creatures, is able to play a free War Boar. So Camm's board looking fairly good at this point in the game. Match is going to play a Mama Mammoth and then the Stern Artificer, and that was the card that went into hand from that Cocoon earlier in the game. Cammmm is going to activate the Gruul Club, and so get rid of one of those creatures, and then Camm's going to use a Grudge Match to get rid of the other, and then swing through for 20. Wow. So match goes from having 21 health down to having 1 health. And so that is an incredible swing on Camm's part and a great play to use both of those fight techniques. So that Gruel Club and then that Grudge Match to make Match's creatures disappear before he attacks for 20 health. So Camm in pretty good position here, sitting at 23 health to Match's 1. He's going to use that Gruel Club again, and then is going to swing through with everything remaining for the win, because Machicolations, sitting with only 1 available blocker, is going to block that worm, but it won't matter. Camm's going to swing through for 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 to the face. Regardless, it's enough to bring Camm the victory. So we are sitting at 1-1 now. Machicolations won round 1 of this tournament number 4.
Final round.
First round match. We're on to round number 3. Again, this is a grudge match between Camm and Match, having met in the championship of tournament number 3. And here we are in the first round of tournament number 4. And once again, we see Machicolations' perspective here. With that Vraska, and then Camm playing the Domri deck, wanting to get a lot of low-cost creatures. Camm's got a great start to that with a couple of Channelers of Might, Mysterious Cocoon, and an Elvish Influencer, so a couple of 1-drops and a 2. Match is going to play Bone Club Shambler, I think, and so it's a 2-4, or sorry, a 4-2. Camm is going to play the Elvish Influencer, and so it's a, I think so anyways here, it's a 2-2 that gives +0/+2, and so Camm is going to use that, and it really doesn't matter which creature you use it on, as they're both 2-2s. And then the turn swings over to Match, who's going to use a Grudge Match to get rid of that Elvish Influencer and pump the Bone Club Shambler up to a 5-1 now, and then is going to attack with it. It dies, and because its finale activates on Match's turn, the finale activates twice, giving 2 creatures +1/+1, and it looked like that activated for the Soul of the Wood and the Daggerclaw Lord. So those are both going to come out into play being +1/+1. And then on Camm's turn, Camm is just looking at his cards and playing an Elite Forest Guard. And at this point in the game, not knowing if Match has the ability to play some flyers, Camm grabs a Plummet from that. And then Machicolations plays Soul of the Wood, so it comes in as a +1/+1 from that Shambler. So it comes in with 4/4, and again heals for 3 if it dies. And if it dies on Vraska's turn, of course, heals double. Camm's going to play a Rampaging Boar, and then Match is going to use Grudge Match to get rid of that that Elite Forest Guard, and then is going to swing through, and Camm's going to let it through for 5. So Camm down to 20 life, and Machicolations sitting at 24, and then Machicolations plays a Vraska's Throne and a Vraska's Grub, and gets rid of it with the Vraska's Throne. So then the finale activates twice, giving Machicolations a couple of fragile mana gems. So Machicolations now has a couple of those. And then Camm is going to play a Mysterious Cocoon and a Grudge Match, it looks like. And so that Mysterious Cocoon pumps up to become a 2/2, and then takes out the 5/2 creature on Match's side here. And then Camm is going to play a Channeler of Might. It gets pumped up. Camm is going to swing through for 5 to the face, and then play a Warboar for free. So good turn for Camm there. Life is sitting at pretty close to even. Camm with 20, Machicolations with 22. And the turn swings back over to Machicolations, who's going to play, looks like so the Ilrog would be an option here. But it looks like Machicolations is going to choose to play that Mysterious Cocoon, and then is going to use that Vraska's Throne to get rid of it and draft a Lightning Catcher, which is going to do 2 damage as a finale. And then at the end of its life, that Mysterious Cocoon brings 2 new creatures that cost 3 or less to the hand. So that's going to bring a Neurobot and a Flyer, a 4/2 aerialist, into the hand. And then Match is going to play the Dragonclaw Lord and get a Dragonclaw Imp because creatures died this turn. Camm's land activates, and then he's going to attack with everything. So swinging through with a 5/4, which Match is going to block with that Dragonclaw Lord, keeping it alive as a 4/1. And then Match takes 7 to the face. And then Camm's going to play another Angler Worm, and I love those Angler Worms when they get pumped up. So that becomes a 7/8 with Ward. Machicolations is going to play that Lightning Catcher and then that Aerialist. So both of the creatures that they got from the Cocoon, and then is going to swing through with that Daggerclaw Imp for 3 to the face of Camm. Again, health is very close for both players at this point in time. Camm's turn, and so Camm is going to, of course, attack with that 7/8 worm that can regenerate, and then swings through with the 4/3 boar, and then that 3/3 channeler as well. So it looks like Camm's just debating what to play before attacking here. Camm sitting with 6 mana available. The plummet could potentially be useful at this point in the game for Camm. Camm is going to play the one that allows him to stop another creature from blocking. So the Lightning Catcher, not able to block, is a 3/3, and Camm's going to swing through for 7. 7 to the face, and then Camm playing the General Eldamri. And so that's another nice powerful creature that boosts the cards in your hand by +1 and gives you an elf to play with as well each time. Machicolations' Old Graveyard activates, and I think that's the first time in this whole match we've seen that happen. So Machicolations has a zombie that comes into their hand available to play, and then they're going to play a Neurobot and an Infectious Scorpion, and then it looks like now they're looking at the Merchant of Death, killing either that Infectious Scorpion or that 3/3, and it looks like decided to get rid of the 3/3 lightning creature, so that's going to do 2 damage to Camm, and it's going to do that twice, and then swing through for 3 to the face with that flyer overhead. Camm is going to attack with everything, so looking at swinging through for a bunch of damage, and attacks first because that Eldamri comes into play at this point in the game. Match is going to block, looks like everything they can, and the Eldamri will trade for that Daggerclaw Lord, so that's a good trade for Machicolations. But yeah, 3 of Camm's creatures on that attack survive, and then Camm's going to play a Plummet, entirely wiping out Machicolations' side of the board with that single turn, and then Camm activates that Worm's Wake, so that's going to come in as a 5/5 at the beginning of Camm's next turn. Match needing to build up again, but has 7 mana available to do it. Going to start with some spawning 0/3 creatures, just as some blockers. Match also plays the Fatal Infection on the Worm, wanting to get rid of that if at all possible, and then plays a Merchant of Death and a Baby Mammoth. So 4 blockers in play here for Match. Camm is going to play that Gruul Club, hoping to get rid of some of these blockers that Match has available. So he's going to get rid of the 2/2 Mammoth. And then Camm is going to swing through with everything. Match is going to block the Worm. Match is also going to block the Warboar and the other Worm. up there, and it looks like Cammmm is going to be able to swing through for 5, bringing match down to 1 life. So it looks like things are close to an end here. Camm's still sitting at 10 health, so Cammmm is sitting okay. Cammmm played that Girl Club, plays a 2-hit wonder, and then brings out a Warboar, which comes into play as well. Match again needing to build up some blockers here, but I'm just not sure if she'll have enough to build up and be able to, and Match again doesn't have the mana to play more than 2 creatures. So Cammmm is going to be the victor in this round number 1, tournament number 4 match. Cammmm using that grudge match just to show once again that this really has been a grudge match. Great games, 3 great games between these 2 competitors, and Cammmm is going to swing through for enough to take the win, 2-1. So that is our round number 1 of tournament number 4. And unfortunately, Machicolations, the runner-up in tournament number 3, is out because this is single elimination. Coming soon, Duels of the Spellslingers, the podcast, so watch for that. Thanks, this has been Nemesis. Have a great night.